Guys, there's a team that has been dominating in merge tactics at the beginning of this season, and you might be a bit surprised to know what. Oh wow, we already have three. You might be surprised to know what it is. It is Brawlers. The merge or the balance changes that came out 2 days ago. I believe. Wait, when am I posting this? Saturday, maybe 3 days ago. Did a big nerf to Juggernauts. Maybe not a big nerf, but like a decent sized nerf to Juggernauts. And they left Brawlers alone, which was really surprising to me, because the Brawlers are a huge, very good team right now. If y'all remember last season, if you played last season, they were trash. They were so bad. Horrible team. But in this season, with their boosts, their bonuses, and the tons of HP they get, they are very legit. So you can see here, we already have all four. So we're just going to chill like this for a bit. The reason they're so good is because they got boosted here to a plus 100% max HP if you have 4 out of 4. And then, you know, the giant skeleton got a huge damage boost to his bomb, and the prince got a huge damage and hit speed buff as well. So the individual troops got buffed, and the trait itself got buffed, and the Juggernaut trait just got nerfed. So all of that combines to make me believe that the Brawlers really are the best team in merge tactics. And at least at these lower levels, they are not getting blocked whatsoever. Even on my main, on 2,500 trophies, they're really not getting blocked that much, at least as I'm recording this. People might wise up in a few days. But the trait itself is very strong. Let's do this. Okay, nice. Get a 2-star on that. We'll go ahead and throw the prince in for sure. We'll sit like this. And the way that I like to build my Brawlers is in a diamond formation, and then I put two Juggernauts in those 2 center slots. So what that does is that gives a shield to the 2 Juggernauts, of course, and then all 3 of the Brawlers behind it. And why that's so important is because when you're playing into a team that has Goblin Machine, or, you know, especially the Mage trait, or even Golden Knight, like here, the Golden Knight is going to get a kill on that Barbarian. Actually, no, wow, that was a clutch jump from Mega Knight. But the Golden Knight is going to dive to the backline with the rest of the assassins, and having the extra shield on the Brawlers in the backline is going to protect them and allow them to survive a lot longer. So that's why having those Juggernauts in there is very important. So you can see here, we are now going to be giving a shield to our backline. Let's go ahead and buy the Baby Dragon to try to block. Fire is still pretty strong. Baby Dragon and the Fire trait as a whole did get nerfed as well, but I still think they're pretty strong. And then we have a Golden Knight here just to prevent this guy from getting a 3-star, which is going to be very important. Golden Knight and Juggernauts are arguably the second best or best in some cases, but they do get countered by Brawlers, which is funny. They are very good into you know, the Juggernauts or the Assassins are very good into backlines, so fire, throwers, even some Clan Avenger teams that are popping back up. But when they go into Brawlers, they're met with units with a ton of HP and a full shield as well, and so they're very hard to destroy. Okay, so this guy almost knocked us out, which is annoying, but that's because we need higher stars. So we're just going to sell the Mega Knight because he's going to give us a ton of elixir, and I believe we'll have plenty to cycle back. Do the prince as well. That's fine. There's a knight. Okay, another prince. Not prince, that's a knight. Put that in, and then we just need to get the Mega Knight back. There it was, but I'm going to pick that up for the elixir. And then we'll just throw the Mega Knight back in at this point. I could have taken the merge there, but I think this is better. And then we are going to put this in. Ooh, and the 3-star. That's huge, guys. Okay, so the reason I sold the 2-star Goblin Machine for the 1-star Skeleton King is because that gives the undead boost to the team, the undead trait. And so that's going to hit 2 enemies and curse them for -25, or curse them by 25% of their max HP, and then they gain 30%, all the undead units gain 30% bonus damage when that enemy is defeated. So undead is a pretty strong trait, and so I wanted to make sure I had that activated with the Skeleton King. I also like Knight in here because it does give the noble damage boost to Prince. So now we're going to see what this guy's playing. He has full HP, but we can block him pretty easily. He does have 2 of our Brawlers, an Archer for some reason, which is odd, so I guess I'll go ahead and keep blocking that. I have no idea what he's trying to cook up over there. He's definitely not the smartest player that I've ever seen. And so we're just going to try to get as many stars as we can, because we're basically blocking his 2 backline units. And his front line, we're blocking both of these, and the Prince and the Bandit, or the P.E.K.K.A., we're blocking that. And so just pick up a Bandit when we can. Not a clue in the world what this guy's doing here. You see that the king did get buffed to 12 HP. I don't think that was strong enough. I think what they needed to do was give him some kind of elixir boost. I mean, I'll tell you guys what. If they boosted, or if they buffed the king to where he gave plus 8 elixir every time you lost, I still don't think he'd be as good as Empress. Maybe that's crazy. Maybe that would be too strong of a buff. But I legitimately think that they really needed to do something else for him because he is just not strong. Okay, we'll go ahead and go for that. I don't think we'll do that too. I'm not scared of this guy's comp. Obviously, we just destroyed him, so I'm just trying to see if I can get any more stars on my guys to make it easier. Okay, we'll go ahead and keep the bandit there. And then we'll go ahead and fish for the last 2 just to make sure that he doesn't come out of nowhere and get like a 4-star. He wouldn't get a 4-star, but a 3-star wizard would be kind of annoying. I don't think he's going to, guys. This is not the brightest guy. We'll just leave it. And then we can sell it in the off round and keep looking for stuff. That's a very good tip, guys, is that when they're in combat, people are less likely to be cycling on their bench. So that's the time where you can sell your blocked cards and fish around a bit if you want to. Definitely do it then, and don't really sell your block cards when the game is, you know, when you're in the buy phase, because then they're much easier to get. Okay, unfortunately, our 3-star prince is not the one doing damage, but I still think we'll win. So there you go, guys. Crazy good first game. Brawlers were not contested, and you see that even though we got some early losses and we had 1 HP, they were able to survive everything else and come back and get the win. Alright, y'all, here we are in the second game with the legacy modifier. We're going to try to go for a different team this round, I think. Let's do that, I guess. And then we go ahead and sell this, try to build up a little bit of elixir and get some goblins on the field. Okay, nice. So we get the goblins. This is a good start, and then we'll at least get the merge here guaranteed. Hopefully we get it for free from the goblin trait, and then we'll be able to buy... Well, we'll still probably buy the goblin because it's cheapest. Goblins are still really good to get in the first round, guys. Even with the increased card pool, it's definitely harder to get them, but it's definitely still worth going for goblins right at the beginning if you can. Okay, so we're going to get this. That's the free one. We're going to go ahead and take that. Ooh, that's nice as well. Just buy cheap, buy cheap. Okay, I'm honestly fine just leaving this like this. We have 2 brawlers here. We're definitely going to get a merge because of the goblin modifier, or the goblin trait, and then we have a knight as well. What I'll probably do this, there are a few other combinations, like there's an assassins one where you can put the assassins in line with the brawlers. There's a fire one you can pair with it, some throwers action. You can get a lot going on with them. Okay, so this guy just rocked me because he has so many stars there. I don't really know how he did that. I guess he lost, so he got the extra elixir. Okay. This is fine. Let's go ahead and go for that. Let's go for Witch. I think Witch is going to be pretty open for the most part for some synergies. Okay. Not loving this at all. Let's go ahead and sell the Witch. I hate to do this, but we just got to get something cooking. Okay, we can do this as well. Alright, so this is fine. We probably... Ooh, we might win this one just because Musketeer is so strong. That's another really good... I mean, yeah, you can get some blasters in with some brawlers. There's just a lot of good stuff you can do. Especially because if you surround the middle troops, like I did the first round with the juggernauts in the middle, you can surround some brawlers like that, or surround some blasters like that as well, and it kind of protects them because the troops come around the outside, and they, you know, even some assassins. If the assassins jump to the back, then your middle troops are protected. So it works really well. So let's try for that, honestly. Hopefully nobody else... No, nobody's got our brawlers except for that one guy with the barb. We're going to sell this for now. Go ahead and grab that. Nice. There's a barb. There's a G Skelly. Okay, let's grab a knight. There's a prince. Let's just do this. I'm fine with that. Get our prince out there. Just looking for a mega knight at the last second. And there it is. So we'll just throw him in. No! Okay, nice. We at least got him in there. Okay, positioning was a bit whack, but we got our brawlers. So now because I have a golden knight, for some reason, I might just go with the Assassin's version. I think that's probably what I'll do here. Especially because it looks like this guy's running a pretty solid backline, so Assassins are going to be good into him. Wow, that's annoying. Just the way it pushes the Giant Skeleton back, that's pretty good against Giant Skelly, but I think we got it. Nice. Okay, so we got to go for a Ghost, I think. I mean, we have our... Ooh. Okay, what's going to be available? Nobody has Prince, so I think if I sell the Prince, I'll be able to grab one back pretty quickly. Let's do this. Come on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take the Prince over the Merge just because it's crucial that I get that. And then we can get the Merge back anyways. And the 2-star Prince. And the 2-star Goblin. And the 2-star Archer. We're going to grab a bandit, but I'm honestly going to prefer the goblin here. Let's go ahead and do this, and then they'll just cook that witch. The reason I prefer the goblin is because bandit got nerfed into the ground. I'd rather have the quick DPS of the goblin in a case where I'm going up against one backline unit. Now, say I had a 3-star bandit and he had like 3 troops in his backline, or even 4, because we're seeing so many people play max blasters. That's a case where I would use the bandit because I want them to get stunned. Okay, 2 people died in that round, so we got a ton of elixir to play with. Let's do some shuffling here, see what we can pick up, and then I'll decide whether I want to go for a block. Yeah, definitely need to block Baby Drag and E-Wiz because that's going to be very strong. So we're going to do this here. Let's go ahead and sell out of this. The Ghost is better than the Goblin by far, so we're going to take that. I got to give up my block, but I'll come back to it. Nice, that's why, and that's why. Every once in a while, giving up your block is 100% worth it. Okay, I still think this is pretty good. We'll block that again, and then we'll just try to block a Baby Drag as well. Obviously, I still want a 3-star Golden Knight, but he might be blocking me on that. Okay, nice. And we get the 3-star... Oh, it didn't even matter. We cooked this guy. There you go, guys. Really, really solid team. Even going into his 3-star Wizard and that Mage lineup, we absolutely destroyed this guy. Let's hop into the next game. Alright, y'all. Here we are in the 3rd game. We get the Big Bucks modifier, so we get that extra elixir boost. Let's go ahead and buy some cheap cards. Nice. We'll sell that Knight. We're going to buy the P.E.K.K.A, even though the Mega Knight came up. We're going to sell this. Again, the rules still stand the same, guys. If you can buy... let's get that in. Yep. Make sure that even if you have a ton of elixir, even if you get merges early in the first round, you're still selling your early 2-stars. That rule stays the same. It is so imperative that you build elixir early, because then when round 3 or 4 comes and you have enough elixir built up, you can sell your entire team and then actually build the team you want to go for. So definitely worth taking the early sales here. I'm going to be honest with you. Buying that Golden Knight was more of an accident than anything else. Okay, so now I can sell it. All right, nice. So we go ahead and get our Brawler. Ooh, we get a few. Ooh, and another star. All right, guys. We are kind of cooking here. Honestly, because I want to block so bad, I might just cycle on the bench here and try to get a 3-star on the Prince or the G-Skelly early. Okay. Not looking like that's going to happen, but we did get our full Brawlers. We do have the Baby Drag as well, so now I just need to go for a Wizard. I'm going to try running the Fire duo with the Brawlers this time, because I think it's going to pair decently well. I mean, you don't get any synergies, any additional synergies, but you just protect those really powerful troops. Let's do it like this, I think. Yeah, let's sell that. Okay, that's good as well. Ooh, does anybody else have a Baby Drag? Nobody has a Baby Drag, but I think I'm going to take the Wizard. Yeah, I think that was worth it, right? I don't know. Even though I could have gotten a 4-star Baby Drag, I know this guy and this guy. Yeah, good thing I did, because now there's no Wizards left. So we kind of clutched up there. And then if we come across another Baby Drag, then we can definitely try to go for the 3-star. Okay, Bomb's going to be clutch against the Witch. It was his bomb. That's why. I was like, why didn't the bomb hit the Witch? Because it was his bomb. That makes more sense. Okay. Prince retargets there. Something odd is that, well, it's not really odd, it makes sense. When a card goes invisible, obviously the card attacking it retargets, but when a card is stunned, you know, in normal Clash Royale, if a card is stunned, it will retarget the nearest troop. In Merge Tactics, it does not. It goes back to targeting the same card. I don't like that as a feature. I feel like it would make a whole lot more sense if it just attacked the nearest card, but it is what it is. It would be even cooler if it attacked the weakest card, if a stun like retargeted. Those are some really cool mechanics that they could work into the game. Stuff like retargets, you know, even like, I don't know, just really more advanced mechanics that would make the interactions a whole lot different every time. That way, it's not a rule of thumb that, okay, 3-stars max Brawlers always beats 3-stars Juggernaut Assassin, but 3-star max Throwers always beats 3-star max Brawlers. Like, we got to have some variation in there that makes the games different, that makes them engaging to watch, because now, you know, I could just look at the camera and talk to you guys, and it doesn't matter what goes on down here, because, you know, it's going to work out the same way every single time. Okay, so now we can put our Wizard in here, which is going to be very good. Let's do that, and we did get the 3-star, which is huge. Let's see if there's something we need to block on this guy. We are blocking the Wizard inherently. He does have a few Juggernauts, which might be a problem, because, again, I'm not running Assassins, so that back line is going to be protected. but I am running the fire, which does, I mean, the splash damage that Baby Dragon does is wild, guys. It's absolutely insane. I moved the Prince to the middle because I want to kill the Valkyrie first, because she's going to get a lot of value. If I do hit the Skeleton King, it's going to push him to the back, and then when he walks, even already. So Skeleton King just getting a ton of value right now. That's annoying. Yeah, that didn't play out like I wanted it to. I think Baby Drag is going to get one more shot and maybe kill the Wizard. Nice. Oh, we killed the Skelly Drags too. We might win this. That's crazy. Wizard's going to get a few good shots. Let's go, guys. I did not expect to win that, but it played out pretty well. Okay, we're playing against the dead guy now, so it doesn't really matter. We don't have to block or scout or anything. We can just focus on some cycling here. Let's sell this Baby Drag, give us some more elixir to cycle, because I think we can get at least a few more star upgrades. And I might have just lied to you. I don't see anything we can get. Hopefully we can at least get our 2-star Baby Drag back. Ooh, that's something. Okay. That is one thing you guys are going to notice with the bigger card pool, is that even if there's a card in the pool, like I truly don't think, unless somebody's just super vigilant. Okay, there we go. But look at how long it took us to cycle back to the Baby Drag. Now granted, it could have been sitting in somebody else's shop, but even then, I mean, there are 26 different cards in the pool. Multiply that by 4, that is now, what, 104 cards themselves that are in the pool. And so there's a lot more you got to cycle through. I've got an empty shop like once in this modifier, or sorry, in this game, and I think it was with the Chaos modifier, which is super weird already with the way it interacts with the pool. So, okay, so we are being blocked on that G Skelly, which is annoying, but not too bad. He did have a Wizard though, right? No, he doesn't. Okay, so the only thing that's really going to be annoying is that Witch. And it is going to be annoying, let me tell you, because it's just going to pile up so many skeletons. But thankfully we have the splash damage to go into it. Let's just go and sell this. Take a bit of a risk. He might get a 3-star or a 2-star G-Skelly, but I'm really not too worried about it. We can just grab it back here. Okay, so he's doing a good job of blocking, making sure I don't get any more Mega Knights or Wizards or Baby Dragons or Barbarians. But I think that our team is just too strong with that 2-star Baby Drag even. Look at that. So the Mega Knight jumps into the back, which is huge. The bomb goes off, which is huge. And then we just have splash damage from everybody just going crazy on the Witch. Really, really solid team. I don't really play the fire with this team, or the fire with the Brawlers that often, because it's so hard to get all of those cards, because fire is very, very coveted. But when it works, let me tell you. Okay, nice. I think we can actually... Yeah, we can't get that 3-star. I'm going to go ahead and go for it. We can just pick this back up. That's nice. I think he's kind of selling the cards he's blocking. You can see he's selling a few there just to try to put together some more merges, just so he has a chance at beating us, but I don't think it's going to happen, brother. I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, so it's interesting that with the trait, I mean, we only have 2 traits unlocked, guys. I mean, only 2. Now they're max, but only 2 traits. And this guy has, okay, so he has 2 as well, but I mean, it's just crazy that the meta has completely changed. Like last season, we're trying to activate as many traits as possible. Like, especially with throwers, you can have like 3, 4, 5 traits unlocked at a time. But with here, all it takes is 2 really good traits, and you take the game. That's a pretty solid round. Let's go for one more, and I do want to play with some blasters in the Brawlers team. All right, guys, here we are in the last game. We get the Legacy modifier. We are going to grab the Archer now because we want that 2-card synergy there. And then we can get the Archer merge. I think, let's see what we're going against. Okay. Yeah, let's actually put the Barb in. I think the extra healing from the clan is going to do more for us than the Ranger's trait is, because they have too much HP and we... Oh, shoot, they're targeting different units as well. Although, actually, I think my Barb might heal enough to where the Skeleton doesn't do too much damage. I think we might be fine. Yeah, we just cooked this guy. I'm worried for nothing. Nice. Okay, so now we can go ahead and get this merch here. Take that. Take that. Again, even though we're getting cards that we want for our trait, we're still going to sell because early merges, early 2-stars are too much valuable elixir to keep wrapped up. I think we'll lose this one, but at least we'll get the Goblin merge. We haven't gotten a ton of merges already, and this guy does have that Undead synergy fully cooked. Oh, wait! He targeted the Valk, which is huge. That Goblin's going to get the kill, and unfortunately, it didn't. I thought we might retarget onto the Goblin, and it's too late there. It didn't do enough damage. A level 4 goblin, bro. Wow. Level 8 witch. Okay. But you can see, like, a level 4 goblin still does 95 damage, which is more than a level 10 wizard does, guys. Like, the damage, or the level, look at that, 106. Like, it's barely different. So, definitely don't be worried if you have lower level cards. You will still be just fine. Okay. Here's 2 of our throwers. There's a brawler. There's that. Okay, we'll chill with this. Yeah, we'll chill with this. I'm fine with that. Get the ace on that 2-star XE, and he only has 3 troops, so that's fine. We'll kill that barb almost immediately. I don't know what 2 I want to run. I think I do want to run the XE over the baby dragon, because this is going to give us the ace because of the Mega Knight and the XE, and it's going to give us the noble because of the musketeer and the knight, or sorry, the musketeer and the prince. So it is going to give us some extra synergies there. So we'll have 4 synergies. Let's go and grab that baby drag. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sell these and then sell the Mega Knight as well, just because that's too much elixir wrapped up. Definitely should start taking my cards when I see them. I passed up that Mega Knight. Okay, there's a barb. There's a G Skelly. Let's go ahead and sell this. Man. Alright, I sold the barb. I did not mean to do that. Let's just get a... Okay, so we still have 7 HP, so we're not going to lose, but definitely a harder time finding my cards this round. This guy does have a Mega Knight and a barb, so we definitely need to pick up another barb, but we'll grab this Mega Knight, actually. We might win, just because our XCs are going to kind of cook. And the Musk is so good, guys. Alright, nice. We didn't do enough to kill him, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and grab our Mega Knight, because that's going to be definitely coveted by the other dude who's running it. And then we'll grab... Actually, we'll sell this. Ooh, nice. 2-star Prince already. And I'm going to sell it, actually, get that Mega Knight going. There's the G Skelly again. I'm going to take it because the merges are still so important. Now I actually am going to take the barb, and I'm going to sell that because I think that might have been a mistake. There's our Prince, so we need to get a Prince back. There's the Mega Knight. We just need a Prince. Ooh, this is too good to pass up. Let's just do that, and then we'll just grab another Musk. Okay, we are playing against this guy who has some undead shenanigans going on, but I think we'll be fine because we're just going to... Yeah, look at how long that XE throw is, guys. 3-star XE with the blaster trait. Absolutely crazy. Wow, we didn't even... Oh, we lost 1 troop. That's fine, though. We'll go ahead and take the merge on the Goblin, I think, because we want to make sure we can cycle to a Prince. Hopefully the Goblin Queen guy dies. Does not look like he's going to. Oh, wait. Princess might clutch up. One more shot, Princess. Yo, Princess clutched up! Crazy clutch from the Princess there. Okay, now I think we are going to take this, just because, nice, that was worth it. Okay. Knight, don't need it. Just need a Prince. Just need a Prince. Knight, don't need it. Oh, that's nice. Just need a Prince. It's not a Prince. It's Prince's bigger brother. Oh, I just passed up on the Prince. That was a mistake. Okay. Because... Okay, nice. So I think we're gonna run it like this. If we were playing into Assassins, then we'd swap it to where the... to where the blasters would be in the middle. But because we're not, because he has some beefy troops on the front line, and the Princess as well, we are going to try to keep him in the back so the Princess can't hit multiple at once. Okay, nice. Look at the Musk just blowing everything back like that. This is a really, really strong team. You can see we have all 4 synergies activated over here. We have the Nobles, which, that's another thing. By putting the Musk and the Prince both in the back line, they're both going to do extra damage, which is more important because they already have a ton of HP from the Brawlers. That's really good to know. We have the Ace trait that's activated on XE, having him do a ton of damage. We have the Blasters, which are also damage boosting both of them. And yeah, so the Nobles, which are also giving more damage to these backline troops. Again, I want to reiterate, I know I said it last season several times, but for those who might be new, the Noble trait, when it says frontline and backline, the frontline in this game are the first 2 rows of hexes, and the backline are the back 2 rows. Very simple. It's not like you have to get it on exact tiles, just frontline versus backline. By the way, I am going to show you guys, the Musketeer has 7258 health when the round starts, or before the round starts. Now, when the round starts, look at it, it still has 7258 health. So they did patch the Brawlers. Before, the extra health was attaching itself onto other troops, but I do believe they did fix that in the update. So Brawlers are where they're supposed to be. I mean, it's technically a nerf because they aren't health boosting the other troops, but if your game works out like this, you don't even need to health boost the other troops. So there you go, guys. Brawlers are an absolute unit. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one.